Hi, this video is to help you understand sharps, flats and naturals, which is what we call accidentals. So on my baking tray, I'm going to try to explain how it all works to you. So if we're taking our open A, which I'll put here, and then we put our note B on the next line up, in the next line, and then we'll go for the C, which is our second finger. So we've got A, A1, A2. And A2, when we first start learning the violin, we learn to play it as a sharp note. It's a C sharp. So we need this little thing here, which is called a sharp sign. And we put it in front of the note, and that makes the note a semitone higher than if it wasn't there, which is why we have a space between our number one finger and our number two finger, because it's a whole tone rather than a half tone or a half step. It's quite nice to play these on the piano or on a keyboard if you've got them, and you can see that this would be the A, which is a white key, B is a white key, and the C sharp would need to be not the next white key, but the next black key up from that. And there we go, and that's how it's sharp. Now if we want to do a close to, so if we want to put our second finger next door to our number one, and we've had a sharp before in the same bar, we need to cancel that out with one of these, which is called a natural sign. So to make that note is C natural, okay, we need one of these, okay. So that cancels out the sharp. It also cancels out the flat. So now I'll show you what the flat is, and you can see how you go from there. So if we take the first finger on A, which is a B, and we put a flat sign in front of it, it's no longer a B, it's a B flat. Okay, so to play that note on the violin, we have to put our first finger behind our first stripe, behind where we normally put it, away from us towards the peg box, still on the string of course, but we have to slide our finger back and then play the note, and we'll be playing B flat, which is a semitone lower than the B we had before, which is actually a B natural. So if we want to cancel that in the same bar, we need our trusty friend again to cancel it out. There it is, look, we're going to put him on there. We'll put that note in again, and that's now restored that note back to normal first finger, which is B natural. Now the way that I made these was I used my magnetic strip, which you'll have heard about in the video about how to use this board, and I actually cut out the shapes in separate strips, excuse me, and I super glued them together. So you need a mum or dad or other responsible adult to help you super glue them together if you decide to make them that way. If you decide that's too much of a faff, because it does take a while, even though I really enjoyed it, you can make these instead. Now these are made with the magnetic strip, again, that I cut off my big roll of black magnet tape, and I used a like a felt pad. You can buy these or you can order them online, a sort of fuzzy smooth felt, and I drew in permanent marker pen, if you can see that there, the sharp sign, and I have the same for the flat and the same for the natural. So you can figure out a way of doing this, maybe a piece of white card or something and a magnet on the back. Okay, enjoy.